Hi there, my friends. Welcome again to Indian Story Read Along. This story was requested by one of our viewers, and they were saying that I hadn't uploaded anything about Akbar and Birbal in a long time, and I feel like I have, but I guess I didn't. So this is the story of how Akbar met Birbal. So for those of you who don't know, Akbar was a Mughal king, part of the Mughal invasions and everything in India, and he ruled over the city of Agra right now, where the Taj Mahal is. So Birbal was a very good influence on him. He was his Hindu minister, and he stopped Akbar from a lot of silly things that he would have otherwise done. He stopped him from punishing the wrong people. He gave him a lot of really good advice, and he made sure that people in the kingdom got justice when they needed it. So this is the story of how they met. Akbar often wandered incognito through the streets of Agra to see for himself what went on in his empire. So it wasn't like Snapchat and Instagram back then. No one knew what he looked like, so he could do this all the time. He didn't even need a good disguise. On one such occasion, he thought, what's going on here? And someone's beating a drum and says, "Listen, O citizens of Agra, listen. You are about to witness the greatest Bahurupi on earth." And then Akbar is thinking, oh, this is interesting. So at the bottom there, it says literally many forms, one who specializes in the art of disguise. Our first item, the bullock. So this is a street show, obviously. So this bullock, this cow comes along, and it's running around, and everyone's gathering and watching, and the guy goes, calm down, calm down. Aren't you hungry? Won't you eat something? And then, I don't know what it is that happens. Like, he puts down the hay, the bullock is eating it, and then, or people disguised as one, I'm not sure. And everyone's marveling at this though, and they're saying, what a perfect disguise, wah, wah. And then Akbar is watching, and he says, oh, this troupe seems to have perfected their art. It deserves all these cheers and more. But look, you see Birbal there for the first time. But that young man doesn't seem to be impressed. Akbar couldn't help but notice the young man who stood unmoved. So then, when the show was over and the applause had died down, the young man picked up a stone and hurled it at the bull. And then look, so you see there that it's going towards his back leg. It hits the back leg. And that's when Birbal says, that was perfect. Wow, wow, what a great show. And then Akbar is wondering, well, he didn't say anything when they were doing the much more impressive stuff. Why is he doing this when the cow's leg and body shook a little bit at being hit by the stone? And that's what everybody else is wondering there too. They're all just like, this guy's going nuts. And they're like, what? You're impressed with that, but nothing else. And then they're saying this lad is out of his senses. There's no doubt about it. But then Akbar sees that there's something special in him. He says, I'm not so sure. Listen, young man. Yes? Will you explain why you threw a stone at that bull and then clapped? And then Birbal explains, well, it's like this, sir. Anyone with a little bit of skill can disguise himself well. But only a few can perfect that disguise down to the reflex actions. When the stone I threw hit the bull, it actually twitched its skin exactly as a real bull in pain would. Oh, I see, says Akbar. Was that why you clapped so loud and long? Yes, says Birbal. Well, you seem to be an intelligent young man. What's your name? Birbal, sir. Birbal, will you come with me and work for me? And then Birbal says, of course, Jahan Bana, how can I refuse a royal order? What? He knows he's the king. He goes, but, how did you know I was Your disguise is perfect, Jahanpana. See, this is how Birbal demonstrates his intelligence. The way you spoke and your regal bearings gave you away. So a lot of people think that there is something about rich people, and not only that, something about royal people, that they are trained to behave in a certain way, and they just can't behave like the rest of us people on the street anytime they want to. A lot of people cannot recognize that, but Birbal can. And that is how Birbal came to be one of the 9 gems of Akbar's court. So for more stories like this and other stories from Tinkle, Panchatantra, Chandamama, be right back here at Indian Story Read Along next time. We'll see you soon.